Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you welcome back to the Beta Plan as we come back to a somewhat tumultuous time within the Holy Roman Empire. And I have to admit, that happened about 15 days ago, but, well, I was playing and, well, trying to get an interesting episode when this all happened, and, well, I didn't even expect this would happen, and thus I am a wee bit late turning on the camera, but I think it's going to be fine. So what has all happened? What things are interesting? Well, the first thing I want to show you is the Pope. What's so interesting about the Pope? The man is 35. Actually, he got on the Pope throne when he was 30. I have never seen a Pope this young. I have never seen it. And he might turn Rome into German because he has a stewardship of 16. He actually has a grand stewardship score. Holy shoot, that is great. And yes, he is of an Habsburg. And, well, his heir-to-be is something totally different than a French dude. So, but, yes, of an Habsburg. And this man won't survive as long as this Pope will survive, as long as he doesn't do something stupid. Which I hope he won't. But yes, that's a very young Pope. I gave this man the title of the King of Africa. He will never be able to be as powerful enough to gain these two duchies back, so that will just gladly go into Sicily and into Mauritia. I'm fine with that. But at least it took care of a little bit my vassal problem. And as you see my vassal, you're all seeing, hey, you're the Messene. All of a sudden it's 11 to 9. Have you got on a bad trait? No, I have a different wife. What? Hey, by the way, your heir. Yes, my heir. My wife, she died in childbirth about, well, did I say 15 days ago? No, a little bit more, 21 days ago, I think. Yeah, she was stressed, but she died in childbirth, and thus my boy inherited Magyar in Hungary. Oh. And, well, the child that killed my wife is Adamar, the Quick. Very interesting heir. I don't know if my boy will survive all the issues because, well, my wife barely won a war against the King of Andalusia, who has a claim on the Kingdom of Hungary, which he didn't lose. He lost the war fair and square against my wife, and he didn't lose the title claim, which was normally the case, but not anymore. He is stressed and ill, though, so he might just daw up it and die. But then, of course, he will inherit it, and he will get the claim, because for some reason this claim is pretty freaking strong. Despite the fact that the King of Hungary, it's his grandmother. How can you have a weak claim that can still be inherited by successors? I don't. Must have been because there were not many available opportunities over here. But yeah, my boy, on the throne of the Magyar, of the Hungarian dynasty. Other things that happened. Well, the King of Germany. The King of Germany has gotten a few bad traits, by the way. Why is that important? I will come back to that a little later. He conquered one more province here in Ireland, and thus I could make him, besides the King of Scotland and the King of Germany, the King of Ireland. Very nice. So what are the bad traits matter? Well, his mother, she apparently, I assume so, at least she well, gave in to a faction that went for elective succession, and unfortunately his name is not even on the oh well, no, sorry, it is on the list at third spot. Hector von Habsburg. It's going to be hard to see if we can actually manage to get Norway. Don't you worry though, Finland is still tightly in our grip because it's my mother and I am her only son, so yes. Finland will still come to us. Norway, we are not sure anymore. Also, finally, the Orthodox people of Russia, the Russian Orthodox people, I should say, well, the iconoclasts, they have risen up, and they, well, he made his own little land over here. But immediately, then my vassal said, whoa, I got aim on that. And, well, I can tell you that the King of Sicily and Poland is going to win that. So we're going to get a little bit of a wee bit weird border. But alright, nothing I can do about it. Speaking of borders growing and changing, my vassal over here, my kinsman, he inherited Galicia and is now strong enough to attack Brittany. He cannot attack Brittany for its claim on it, but he is going to attack for his claim over the Jewel of Asturias de Oviedo. And yes, he's winning that because, well, he simply has bigger armies nowadays. 13,000 of his versus about 5,000 of Brittany. You can expect that this is going to be all ours. Another very interesting thing happened near Africa is Abyssinia is here. What? Yeah, that is an interesting story as well. The Fatimid, the last Fatimid man that we, well, know. I am going now to the Abyssinian rule, but Fatimid, this is the dynasty that we know. And that always had this little light green area because they were the rulers of Egypt. It's the color of Egypt in this case. And you can actually see that it's in Egypt that they played most of the time because, well, Arabia is... the whole kingdom of Arabia has been incorporated into Egypt. Heck, part of Nubia is being currently incorporated into Egypt. Egypt even has taken part of Baluchistan and is incorporating the last part of Baluchistan. This won't happen though, because before that we will go to EU4. I don't know about those weird borders what is going to happen, but yes, that's a thing. So why is it not Egypt anymore? Well, this man died without any heir, because this man died of pneumonia and he was already maimed anyway, so Yalaladin did not follow Yalaladin the Terrible. So the next guy in line actually was a Persian man. And, well, his son was born, and, let me see here, born on, at this 11 though, but, I should just look here, that's easier. I sometimes have the extra info on, but sometimes the extra info is only, well, the disadvantage. Born on the 24th of June. Yeah, but this man died... No. I want this man. This man died on the 1st of June. So his boy was born 23 days too late and doesn't know is now inherited by an Ethiopian, who has no heirs. So it's back to the boy that was born by the Persian. It's a complicated mess over here of inheritance. But yeah, currently Abyssinia. And, well, the Byzantine Empire was for a short second not in the pact against us. I don't know why he asked now for a wife. But, yeah, his wife died about 2 years ago. And he asked for a courtier of mine to be married to him. And I said, well, now I can attack. Because you're not against me. And thus I'm attacking, oh, Ireland over here. Not because it's a de jure part of Ireland for some reason, but because this man has a claim. Don't no matter. It is all good, in my opinion. By the way, there's more interesting things going on that I have to tell you about, because before my wife died and my son was independent, I could secure the daughter of the Byzantine Emperor as wife for my son, Sigmund of the Magyar. That will be awesome. We will actually come together. I doubt that we can fight for her claim and have it all inherited to us and what have you, but you know, it's there, and I'm sure that my viewers will love the fact that I have done that. So we are going to continue with this war and see what is up. But yeah, my wife died in childbirth. You don't see that too often. Certainly this was a disadvantage, but we are there, and that's a boy that I want to make German. He was currently Hungarian. In order to make it a little bit easier for my son, who, well, already given counties away, but I assume to German people, because I am teaching him, and he is right beneath me. And there goes exactly what I was afraid of, and which I warned you about. And Andalusia will attack my son for the claim in Hungary, which I find so silly. He also did that with my wife, who just barely won of him, which was more or less has to do with his armies moving not in unison, and him suffering a ton of attrition as he went up. And this time around, he's not moving in the winter through the mountains, so it seems, because he came to Burgundy in Italy through the mountains in the wintertime, but he's now declaring in the winter. So I think he's going to lock up my son, because he's going to take the title, and he's going to keep him imprisoned, most likely. I hate this fellow right now, I must say. Because we all know how the AI works. He just got rid of it. Dang nabbit. If somebody holds a title to you that he has claimed, they're going to imprison them, never let them out, and hopefully they die in prison. That's more or less what they love to do. So we might just actually play as Prince Adamar. Luckily, he's quick. But still, and we will get the claims and all the titles, but Then we have to revoke everything from the King of Andalusia. He is not going to be a happy camper with me, but I don't give a hoot. He is about to take stuff away from my son. And yes, you cannot say anything against that. I don't think I can. Oh, whoa, 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 help him out. That was not smarter than helping out because now he has less moral. But he has a lot of men. That is still going to go our way thanks to that. Lotharingia King just up and died to pneumonia. I will personally compensate. Get him out of here. I can negotiate a non-aggression pact? I can't tell him to stop with the war. I can't even do it. I can buy a favor, but that wouldn't make him stop the war. My God, this is annoying. You can only do that if your council has power. Oh, and you have claimed... You have Telemke, but you've claimed Infa. Apparently, alright. I don't know why I can sign an aggression pact with him. That's really weird. If I revoke the title of the Hungary, people will be angry with me, and I don't think that will help me anything. And now we've signed a non-aggression pact with him? What? Game, he is a vassal of mine. No idea what's happening. I can negotiate a non-aggression pact with Italy, Sicily. Italy, not with Sicily. Sicily lies here. Can I negotiate a non-aggression pact with them? I can offer to join the war. Well, that will make him happy, so why not do that? And he immediately surrenders because of that. Alright. Oh, you do not need my medal. He already won. Oh, well, that's too bad in a sense. Well, why can we negotiate non-aggression pacts with our vassals? I don't get this. Okay, I am utterly confused. Only I have to admit that. Designated region. Someone I trust and someone with a lot of stewardship. Master of the Horse. Seneschal, probably the guy that hates me, so that we can correct a little bit that error. Well, that is it then. Oh, as he grows older, I can see that Sigmund could use some guidance in one of my experience areas, intrigue. Oh, I can teach my son. But he could already become paranoid, so that's... I could make him cynical. But I am a zealot. Cynical isn't a bad trait in principle, but... no, he must learn on his own. I'm not sure. He could already get paranoid. This is... Why can we make a non-aggression pact with our own vassals? I have no idea. You are escaping into this territory. Fine. I don't know where you're going, but I'm gonna smack you up and help my vassal that way. Indirectly, because they are in the war against me because I am attacking in Ireland and they were in the pact. But Russ is attacking Lithuania, so good luck with that. Sweden has its own problems, so he's not going to help him out. And then the last one is Brittany, who is, well, I'm just attacked anyways. And the Byzantine Empire, they're not against us because, well, you asked for a marriage. And then you shortly have to leave the defensive pact. Wow. I do think, even with rulership focus, I cannot hold all my titles. I'm getting a -20 penalty because of that. Okay, why you want to revoke that? You're both... There's no logical reason for that. But okay. Well, I guess the main thing to keep now track of is my son's war. He has 21,000 men. Here, this is what I meant with the last war also. They're not moving in unison. He's moving 6,000 ahead of time, then 10,000, and he's 18,000. Well, they're decently close. And the last time what happened is that my wife attacked here somewhere in Bohemia in the hills, and these two were moving and that way, and then she destroyed one army, and then the other army came in just a moment too late in order to aid, and then, well, my wife defeated them. But she is dead. I don't know if this war will go the same way, because my wife immediately sieged something down here, which my son doesn't do. But this little thing is of the county of Urgell, and thus part of Andalusia, which my son already isn't doing, which is interesting to note. He isn't grouping his armies even together like my wife did. Oh my dear, my boy, my boy, my boy. Oh, knowing the AI, he's going to lock him up and he's going to die in prison, and that's how we'll play us out of our... I will get claims to all the titles, but I have to revoke everything, and it will be one big old mess, not something I want. 8% in this war right now. 24,000 can be held there. You know what? Oh, everybody gather up. This is, by the way, the armies of England and Wales. And or no, I think it's of Germany. I don't think it's of... No, it's not of England and Wales. It's of Germany, Scotland, Ireland. And, well, I immediately started attacking both the provinces over here. Not sure who I'm helping over here, but I am weakening it. We don't have an exactly 10-to-1 ratio, but it's a church. So I assume it will go fine if I say charge. Yeah, it went fine. Fine enough. 43% already in this war. There we go. Oh, Lithuania. The man died. And the heir is the von Ratsburg. Yeah, something we expected. Ooh, we're suffering attrition because somebody landed troops on our face. But we just managed to get away from that. And that is Finland, my mother. We need an extra commander. That's going to be Sicily then, because that should bump him into the happy enough zone. At least that's not happy enough, but he is happy. He won't bother me. He will surrender. I was checking about that because we did manage to, well, siege down every freaking province that he owns. This is not completely sieged, but it is sieged enough, and thus it is taking hours. Now we can probably revoke that Kingdom of Croatia. We already know that. We can't usurp this because he's at war. All right. What are you at war with? Oh, against Castile. All right. Well, let's get out of here so that Castile doesn't suffer attrition, and we did help him siege a little bit here then. We made a city in Terabluff. Alright. Transfer of vassalage. My son can use that. Oh, now he's sieging this part. But he's also having an army standing still over here. He is fighting differently than my wife did. He's fighting more in the back. Which I think is a bad idea, because now these guys can group up. So, yeah, say goodbye to us owning Hungary. Though we will have a claim, and then we can revoke it. And the King of Andalusia is going to think that we are a piss-poor emperor. And I don't mean Ruprecht, I mean my son. Who, because well, in a sense, I don't really need Hungary, don't get me wrong. I just wanted to have Hungary so that we can Germanify it. So he could do that ahead of time, but I'm a little bit afraid for Sigmund, and he is married to the Emperor's daughter of the Byzantine Empire. Yeah. Oh, and now they're grouped up together, but they are suffering attrition again. 7.5% attrition is decent. Oh, he has forfeited his office, and we will reinstate him. Otherwise, he will be. All right, I have to. But you may not lead armies. That could be good. Prevent him from being on the battlefield? Yeah. So he can't fight against my son? Yeah. Alright, no, we have money. So, if we have money, build the most expensive thing. Yeah, still building up all my holdings. Still working on that. And then, yeah, they got desynced once by accidentally. I correctly clicked and clicked the wrong thing. Boop. And everything is built here? Yeah, so we don't need to build an island. I think I off camera, I went off every freaking province that I own. At least as far as I can tell. And everywhere you click randomly, you will see now that I will find the province that I missed. There should be, all the sub-holdings should be built. Also in this new land of the conquered? Yeah, all new land of the conquered. Everywhere it should be now fully built. So that when we go to EU, we will have the max development. As you can see, everywhere I click, it should be completely full. This is just a random test, and oh, it seems to withstand the random test. So, yeah, this is an interesting war, but I can predict the outcome. Look at that. Oh, they're actually splitting up again. But still, I don't think he will win this. Also because my boy is has 8 martial score. He isn't fully grown yet. My wife had he's at 7 martial score. But I know that she had like 27,000 and he has 22,000. That's probably because she was Hungarian. People liked her a lot more, and he didn't have the short range penalty and all have you. That is certainly going to be an influence. Where is the 10,000 of his? Wait, what? Where did the 10,000 go that were here? Must be under him then. Yeah, it's under him. Oh, by the way, just to let you know that I'm not talking out of my arse, this can be moments where you are like, yeah, I want to attack. Why? Here. He is asking for a marriage, and all of a sudden Ruthenia is out of the coalition. This is how it works. I think this is exactly the same courtier that... Yeah, this is exactly the same courtier the Byzantine Emperor asked for. The Adamar, well, clearly we know where that came from. For Rudikit, you know what? Accept. I don't know why. Oh, Rudikit's are back in power in Ruthenia. Alright. Yeah. Oh, too bad, buddy boy. I don't know why. But how the heck did you manage to marry my sister? Oh dear, did my mother have control of her, probably. Wait a second, if you have control, then we shouldn't have a non-aggression pact. What? You are married to my sister. Yeah, he has it with my mother. That's ridiculous. Oh well, I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.